Back after an 11-year hiatus, and safe to say, they did not disappoint. What's good, everybody? My name is Blaze and Nico, and we are back in our OG spot. We're back doing sneaker reviews, the bread and butter of this channel. I really do love diving into the details and everything on the shoe, but without further ado, let's jump into the Jordan 14 Ferraris. The Jordan 14 Ferrari released back on June 14th. These actually released in both men's sizes and GS sizes. Men retail prices were $215 and the GS sizes were $160. These originally came out back in late 2014, so it has been 11 years since we saw the original release of the Jordan 14 Ferrari. Back then they did not release in GS sizes, just men's sizes, so this is the first time that the kids and people with smaller feet have a chance to grab this great shoe. I don't know if you guys remember the yellow pair that dropped, man, it was probably 6, 7, 8 years ago, but we had a yellow Ferrari as well. That shoe was super clean. It came with this dope leather. It did not have this nubuck or suede on the upper of the shoe, but everywhere you see yellow on that shoe, this is where you have red. It was yellow on that shoe. Super clean shoe. I do not have those in the collection, but I've had them in hand before. The Jordan 14 originally released back in 1998. Obviously the OG colors. The Ferraris are not an OG color. We had the last shots, the black toes. We've seen a bunch of different dope 14 colorways throughout the years as well. We had the Laneys, the Lady Highs, lows. We've seen the clock collaboration. We've seen the UNC blues that we're getting in 2026, the black with the baby blue. The 14 is definitely a slept on shoe, but for some reason they always seem to sell pretty well. So the Jordan 14 was actually based on Michael Jordan's love for Italian cars, i.e. Ferraris. Obviously, you know, Nike can't use that name without trademarks and copyright and all that stuff like that. But with this shoe in specific, modeled after a red Ferrari, there's a specific Ferrari. I'll try to throw it up if I can find it. But you can see that all over red suede on the upper of the shoe. On the midsole portion of the shoe, we have that carbon fiber-like pattern on the midsole, and we have that chrome finish. It's a little bit different. I know a lot of people have done comparison videos with the 2014 pair. There's some differences here and there, but for me, a person that did not own the 2014 pair, this is a dope pair of shoes, and I kind of just, you know, I disregard those a little bit and just kind of give them their own thing. Back in 2014, I was not able to grab those at the time, but I'm able to grab these, and this is a super clean shoe. You already know when we have a beautiful shoe like this, we cannot be cheap and not check out the materials on the shoe. You can see that all over. Challenge red is what Nike is calling it, but that Ferrari red suede nubuck on the upper of the shoe. It is a pretty flat nubuck or suede. It does not have a lot of back and forth. You can see it a little bit up there, but you can see the yellow hints from that shoe, the Jordan sign, the 23 on the back heel, a little bit on the tongue. That outsole does have that yellow on the forefoot, herringbone pattern, chrome on that mid plate of the shoe, the carbon fiber and everything that really screams Ferrari at you. But overall, this is a beautiful shoe, man. I think they did a great job on these. I know a lot of people have been saying that the suede is not as good as the original pair in 2014, but nonetheless, I think that this shoe is a beautiful and well done shoe. So unfortunately, I am not keeping this shoe in the collection. So in terms of sizing, I would say they fit like a typical Jordan 14. You know, whatever size you go for Jordan 14, stick with that. I would personally stick with my size 10.5. I have a normal to narrow foot, as in width, but if you guys have a wider foot, I can definitely see some discomfort in that lateral side of the pinky toe, on the pinky toe side of the shoe. So if you have to go up that half a size, if you're a wide footer, definitely do that. But I would say stick true to size. Whatever your Jordan 14 size is, you should be good to go. It's safe to say that these kind of took us a little bit by surprise, man. They were actually selling for over the retail price the day of the release, and they are all still hovering about $75 to $100 over retail right now. For this size 10.5, it's about $300 on StockX. On gold, it's about 320 bucks. So if you guys are looking to make some money on these were pretty limited. I heard there were only 21,000 pairs on the Nike sneakers app alone. Obviously, they released through JD Sports, Finish Line, Foot Lockers, boutique stores, and everything like that. So it's more than 21,000 pairs total. But this being a limited shoe and them going for a decent resale price is kind of surprising for a pair of Jordan 14s. Overall, I do like the Jordan 14 model. I really wanted to keep this pair in the collection, but there are way too many dope shoes coming out in the next coming months that I'm going to pass on these. I'm going to save the chips, keep that money in my pocket for those other shoes coming out in July, August, September. Fall is going to be insane. I probably won't be able to double back on these. This was a retail hit for them, but somebody will get them that really wants these shoes for a good price, man. But this is a great shoe overall. This would be a cop if this year wasn't super stacked. I think Nike did a great job on these, bringing these back. They're in the vault. You know, this shoe only came out the one time in 2014, but now we have this 2025 retro. As always, I want to thank you guys for tuning in to yet another one of these videos, man. I really do appreciate all the love and support, commenting with you guys and dropping our different sneaker knowledge and having discussions in the comments is probably one of my favorite parts, you know, connecting with different people, different styles and different tastes in shoes and everything like that. But we are slowly approaching 1,300 subs on the channel. We're like 18 away at this time of this video being recorded. But I want to thank you guys for all the people, the new subscribers. There's a lot of people that watch the videos that aren't subscribed. I think we're barely over 2% of the viewers actually being subscribed to the channel, which is a good thing that new people are seeing the videos. But of course, we would love for those subscribers to roll through and be regular people on the channel, dropping comments and becoming part of this community that we are growing. But until next time, guys, I have another one coming up in a few days, another great review on a classic shoe from back in the 90s. But until next time, thank you guys. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks.